Oh Namo Narayanaaya. Respected friends, welcome you all heartily for our everyday 5 sessions of Vedic chanting, common sense thought, Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpa, Upanishad Mantra Ucharana, Upanishad Mantra Adhyena with Bhashya. All of this we are doing to invoke the grace of the Parabrahma Tattva, the Jagannatha, Ishvara, Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana, so that our Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, Sanskrita Bhasha, Gnata, Vyakarana Sahita, Guru Upasaka, Dayopasaka, Mananakarta, Nididhyasanakarta, Anubhavi, and Nishtita. These 20 Vyaktitwas of ours are thoroughly understood, and the techniques to strengthen these are understood, and we practice them and master our Vyaktitva so that our outer life is smoother, inner life is peaceful, innermost life is spiritually blissful. In our Upanishad, it is Shwethashwathara we are studying. The kind Shwethashwathara Rishi is not leaving any stone unturned in his kindness and love to guide us in all aspects of the absolute truth, the reality, the self, the Brahman and the Atman, and the way to recognize it through contemplation, etc. Realize it so that we are released from all bondages. Only way to thank him is by studying this Upanishad time and again thoroughly in living it and living up to it. Let us try. We are into the fourth chapter, 18th mantra. Half of the Bhashyam we have seen, the remaining we have to see. Then we go further to the next mantras. Now, friends, in our Vedic chanting, it is Rigveda Navama Mandalam. We are having 18, 19, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5, 6 Anuvakas, maybe 10, 12 minutes. We will conclude it today. Right? Mandalam. अथ अष्टोत्तरशततम अनुवाकादारभ्य ॐ ॐ पवस्वमधुमत्तम इन्द्राय सोमक्रतुवित्तमो मदः महिद्युक्षतमो मदः यस्य ते पीत्वा वृषभो वृषायतेस्य पीता स्वर्विदः स सुप्रकेतो अभ्यक्रमीदिशोच्छा वाजं नैतशः त्वं ह्यङ्गदैव्यापवमानजनिमानि द्युमत्तमः अमृतत्वाय घोषयः येन नवग्वो दध्यङ्गपोर्नुते येन विप्रास आपिरे देवानां सुम्ने अमृतस्य चारुणो येन श्रवांस्यानशुः एषस्य धारया सुतो व्योवारेभिः पवते मदिन्तमः क्रीडन्मूर्मिरपामिव य उश्रिया अप्या अन्तरश्मनो निर्गा अकृन्तदोजसा अविव्रजं तत्निषेगव्यमश्व्यं वर्मीव धृष्णवारुजा आसोता परिषिञ्चताश्वं न स्तोममप्तुरन्व्रजस्तुरं वनक्रक्षमुदप्रुतं सहस्रधारं वृषभं पयोवृधं प्रियं देवाय जन्मने ऋतेन ऋता जातो ऋतजातो विवावृधे राजा देवऋतं बृहतो अविद्युम्नं बृहद्यश इषस्पते दिधीहि देवदेवयुः विकोशं मध्यमं युवा आ वक्ष्यस्व सुदक्षचम्बोः सुतो विशां वह्निर्न विष्पतिः वृष्टिं दिवः भवस्वरीतिमपां जिन्वा गविष्ठये धियः एतमुत्यं मदच्युतं सहस्रधारं वृषभं दिवो दुहुः विश्वावसूनि बिभ्रतं वृषा विजज्ञे जनयन्नमर्त्यः प्रतपञ्ज्योतिषातमः स सुष्ठुतः कविभिर्निर्निजं दधे त्रिधात्वस्य दंससा ससुन्वेयो वसो नाम्यो रायामानेताय इळानां सोमो यः सुक्षितीनां यस्य न इन्द्रः पिबाद्यस्य मरुतो यस्य वार्यमणा भगः आयेन मित्रावरुणा करामः इन्द्रमवसेमहे इन्द्राय सोमपातवे नृभिर्यतस्वायुधो मदिन्तमः पवस्वमधुमत्तमः इन्द्रस्य हार्दि सोमधानमाविश समुद्रमिव सिन्धवः जुष्टो मित्राय वरुणाय वायवे दिवो विष्टम्ब उत्तमः. 109 onwards. ॐ परिप्रधन्वेन्द्राय सोमस्वादुर्मित्राय पूष्णे भगाय इन्द्रस्ते सोमसुतस्य पेयाः कृत्वे दक्षाय विश्वे च देवाः एवामृताय महेक्षयाय स शुक्रो अर्षदिव्यः पीयूषः पवस्व सोममहासमुद्रः पिता देवानां विश्वाभिधाम शुक्रः भवस्व देवेभ्यः सोमदिवे पृथिव्यैशं च प्रजायै दिवो धर्तासि शुक्रः पीयूषः सत्ये विधर्मन्वाजे भवस्व सोमद्युम्ने सुधारो महामवेनामनुपूर्व्यः रुभिर्ये मानो जज्ञानः पूतः क्षरद्विश्वानि मन्द्रः स्वर्विद इन्दुः पुनानः प्रजामुराणः करद्विश्वानि द्रविणानिनः पवस्व सोमक्रत्वे दक्षायाश्वो न निक्तो वाजीधनाय तन्ते सोतारो रसम्मदाय पुनन्ति सोमं महेद्युम्नाय शिशुं जज्ञानं हरिं मृजन्ति पवित्रे सोमं देवेभ्य इन्दुः पविष्टचारुर्मदायापामुपस्थे कविर्भगाय बिभर्ति चार्विन्द्रस्य नामयेन विश्वानि वृत्रा जघान पिबन्त्यस्य विश्वे देवासो गोभिः श्रीतस्य नृभिः सुतस्य प्रसुभानो अक्षाः सहस्रधारस्थिरः पवित्रं विवारमव्यं स वाज्यक्षाः सहस्ररेता अद्भिर्मृजानो गोभिः श्रीणानः प्रसोमयाहेन्द्रस्य कुक्षा नृभिर्ये मानो अद्रिभिः सुदः असर्जि वाजीतिरः पवित्रमिन्द्राय सोमः सहस्रधारः अञ्जन्त्येनं मध्वोरसेनेन्द्राय कृष्ण इन्दुं मदाय देवेभ्यस्त्वावृता पाजसेपो वसानं हरिं मृजन्ते इन्दुरिन्द्राय तोषते नितोषते श्रीणन्नुग्रो ऋणन्नपः. 110 पर्यूषु प्रधन्ववाजसाथ ये परिवृत्राणि सक्षणिः द्विषस्तरध्यारुणयान ईयसे अनुहित्वा सुतं सोममदामसि महेशमर्यराज्ये वाजा आगम अभिभवमान प्रगाहसे अजीजनो हि पवमान सूर्यं विदारे शक्वनाभयः गोजीरयारंहमाणः पुरन्ध्या अजीजनो अमृतमर्त्येष्वारुतस्य धर्मन्नमृतस्य चारुणः सदा सरोवाजमच्छासनिष्यदत् अभ्यभिः श्रवसा ततर्थिदोत्सं न कञ्चिज्जनपानमक्षितं शर्याभिर्न भरमाणो गभस्त्योः आदीं केचित् पश्यमाना स आव्यं वसुरुचो दिव्या अभ्यनूषत वारं न देवः सविता व्यूर्नुते त्वे सोम प्रथमा वृक्तबर्हिषो महे वाजाय श्रवसे धियं ददुः सत्वन्नो वीरवीर्याय चोदय दिवः पीयूषं पूर्व्यं यदुक्त्यं महो गाः दिव आनिरधुक्षत इन्द्रमभिजायमानं समस्वरन् अथ यदि मे पवमान रोदसी इमा च विश्वा भुवनाभिमज्मना यूथेन निष्ठा वृषभो वितिष्ठसे सोमः पुनानो अव्यये वारे शिशुर्न क्रीडन् पवमानो अक्षाः सहस्रधारः शतवाज इन्दुः एष पुनानो मधुमा ऋतावेन्द्रायेन्दुः पवते स्वादुरोर्मिः वाजसनिर्वरि वो विद्वयोधाः सपवस्व सहमानः पृथन्यून् सेदन् रक्षांस्यप दुर्गहाणि स्वायुधः सा सह्वान् सोमशत्रून् 111 अयारुचा हरिण्या पुनानो विश्वा देशांसि तरति स्वयुग्वभिः सूरो न स्वयुग्वभिः धारासुतस्य रोचते पुनानो अरुषो हरिः विश्वायद्रूपा पर्यात् त्रुक्वभिः सप्तास्येभिरुक्वभिः त्वं त्यत्पणीनां विधो वसुसं मातृभिर्मर्जयसि मर्जयसि स्वादम ऋतस्य धीतिभिर्दमे परावतो न साम तद्यत्रारणन्ति धीतयः त्रिधातुभिरऋषिभिर्वयो दधे रोचमानो वयो दधे पूर्वामनुप्रदिशं याति चेकि तत्सं रश्मिभिर्यदते दर्शतो रथो दैव्यो दर्शतो रथः अग्मन्नुक्तानि पौंसेन्द्रं जैत्राय हर्षयन् वज्रश्च यद्भवतो अनपच्युता समत्स्वनपच्युता 112 नानानं वा उनो धियो विव्रतानि जनानां तक्षारिष्टं ऋतं भिषग्ब्रह्मा सुन्वन्तमिच्छतीन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा जरतीभिरोषधीभिः पर्णेभिः शकुनानां कार्मारो अश्वभिर्द्युभिर्हिरण्यवन्तमिच्छतीन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा कारुरहन्दतो विषगुपलः प्रक्षिणीनना नानाधियो वसूयवो नुगा इव तस्तिमेन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा अश्वो वोढा सुखं रथं हसनामुपमन्त्रिणः शेपोरो मण्वन्तौ भेदौ वारिन्मण्डूक इच्छतीन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा 113 शर्यणावति सोममिन्द्रः पिबतु वृत्रः बलं ददान आत्मनि करिष्यन् वीर्यं महदिन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा आपवस्वदिशां वद आर्तीकात् सोममीढ्वः ऋतवाक्येन सत्येन श्रद्धया तपसा सुत इन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा पर्जन्यवृद्धं महिषं तं सूर्यस्य दुहिता भरतो तं गन्धर्वाः प्रत्यगृह्णन्तं सोमे रसमादधुरिन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा ऋतं वदन् ऋतद्युम्न सत्यं वदन् सत्यकर्मन् श्रद्धां वदन् सोमराजन् धात्रा सोमपरिष्कृत इन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा सत्यमुग्रस्य बृहतः संस्रवन्ति संस्रवाः संयन्ति रसिनो रसाः पुनानो ब्रह्मणा हर इन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा यत्र ब्रह्मा पवमानछन्दस्यां वाचं वदन् ग्राव्णा सोमे महीयते सोमेनानन्दं जनयन्निन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा यत्र ज्योतिरजस्रं यस्मिन् लोके स्वर्हितं तस्मिन् मां देहि पवमानामृते लोके अक्षित इन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा यत्र राजा वैवस्वतो यत्रावरोधनं दिवः यत्रामूर्यह्वतीरापस्तत्र माममृतं कृधीन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा यत्रानुकामं चरणं त्रिनाके त्रिदिवे दिवः लोका यत्र ज्योतिष्मन्तस्तत्र माममृतं रुधीन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा यत्र कामा निकामाश्च यत्र ब्रध्नस्य विष्टपं स्वधा च यत्र तृप्तिश्च तत्र माममृतं रुधीन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा यत्रानन्दाश्च मोदाश्च मुदः प्रमुद आसते कामस्य यत्राप्ताः कामास्तत्र माममृतं कृधीन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा 114 the last one य इन्दोः पवमानस्यानुधामान्यक्रमीद तमाहुः सुप्रजा इति यस्ते सोमा विधन्मन इन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रव ऋषे मन्त्रकृतां स्तोमैः कश्यपोद्वर्धयन् गिरः सोमं नमस्य राजानं यो जज्ञे वीरुधां पतिरिन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रव सप्तदिशो नाना सूर्याः सप्तहोतारऋत्विजः देवा आदित्याये सप्ततेभिः सोमाविरक्षण इन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रव यत्ते राजन् श्रुतं हविस्तेन सोमाविरक्षणः हराते वामानस्तारीन्मोच मोचनः किं च नाम मदिन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. In this way, respected friends, we have concluded the ninth anuvaka of this most beautiful Rigveda, ninth mandala, let us say. Hmm. 10th mandala also is there. We will start it. That's great. Congratulations. That from first mandala in the youth class we have chanted up to the sixth one, 7, 8, 9 we could do here. 10th one also we will do. May this give us all familiarity with the Veda mantra Ucharanadi. May the Veda Rishis and the Shruti Mata and the Lord bless us, reveal to us the meaning of all these mantras which indicate to us the way of life to be lived for higher, greater evolution. Now, friends, in our second topic of the day, the common sense thought. Very simple today is that from all the sentimental, emotional way of living, we have to rise above. Point one. Point two, also from the dependency on the world, also we have to rise from to become totally independent in our life, and if at all required, depending only on our swabuddhi, on our shastras, on the Guru, and on the Lord. Third point, taking our own life fully into our hands now. Be attentive. Every aspect of our life, let us master. Every aspect of our life, let us command. And command our life in such a manner that neither the world blames us, points the finger towards us, finds faults with us, and has any dareness, courage, guts to disrespect us, humiliate us, insult us. All that happens only either when we depend on the world or when we don't act in the world the way we have to act. And also, the life should be such that every moment there should be self congratulation that this moment I have done well, this hour I have done well, this half day I have done well, the whole day I have done well, and my whole year I have lived fully well, no blemish from anywhere outside, nobody could point out finger to me, nor any regret or guilt in me. Rather, there is great sense of satisfaction, sense of fulfillment, sense of congratulation towards me from within me and from the world outside also. There is added respect and value for me. And the whole life also, I am to live like that. Aim at that. No more any either overpowering by the mind or the dullness in the intellect that I don't know what to do. Therefore, either I am depending on others or I am doing wrong things. This again and again getting humiliated by the world and feeling within also the sense of inferiority, sense of lowness. All that can be avoided only, as we said just now. Point one, take charge of our own life fully. Point two, start using the intellect. Point three, with the intellect used, every aspect of the life be thoroughly analyzed and understood, and necessarily, not if necessary, necessarily write down in a notebook every aspect. And in all those aspects that I have to involve in on daily basis as well as throughout life and whenever special occasions happen. How exactly I have to behave as per the rules, regulations, guidance, and shastras. My kayika, bodily actions, vachika, vocal words, and manasika, mental emotions, and bauddhika, intellectual, what is it, attitudes and intentions. About every of the things, why should I be vague in? Why should I be confused about? Why should I have half knowledge or zero knowledge? When I am given the intellect, why can't I use? And whomever I am asking about or depending on, they are also intellectual only. They are also given intellect. They use their intellect and they are able to live their life beautifully. They are able to guide others also. One of them are we. And how long we get guidance from others? Is it not insulting? And who can and why anybody can guide us eternally? Outsiders we're talking about. The continuous guidance from the Guru, from the Shastra is the only support that we can never afford to give up even a day, even in one occasion throughout the life. But from the world, other outside, let us reduce the requirement or dependence. So, on my daily basis, every aspect, है ना, like daily basis में my profession, whatever I have to go and do. So, write every aspect of it. What time I have to reach, how long I have to stay there, what is the work that's given to me, how I have to do all those works, and whom I am answerable to, whom I am questionable by. So, note all of them and what are their natures, how I have to respond to them so that the mutual relation is an asset for that work where I am posted. Why wait? Let us be very clear about it. Point one. Point two, most important, domestic. At my own home, with my all family members, whoever are there, who are parents, what's their nature, wife and or husband nature, children, their age, their profession, what they're doing, what's their nature, and my responsibility towards all of them. Why can't we write them? And then up to what we have noted, exactly accordingly, let us work. Other than the immediate family of wife, husband, children, parents, the other siblings, let's say the distant little relatives, the friends circle, who are they, how many are they, what's their nature, what's their profession, how close we are with each other, how much he needs me, I need them, isn't it? Exactly in what aspects we have to relate to. Sara लिख then be matured in mastering every aspect. That's the beauty of life. We are given intellect to clearly understand, and we are given body, mind, senses, and other resources to execute that authentic or thorough understanding in action so that we eke out joy in doing only every day, every moment, and joy in succeeding and giving that joy to others also. In the same way, at our own house, what's our position? Am I father or husband or wife or children? What is my role in the whole domestic work? Not only with the people, as regard the work concerned. Where we are, what is that we are expected to do? Let us do all of them. Know thoroughly and stick to them. Enjoy life in this way, in perfect intellection and following according to the intellect. Of course, updating the intellect again and again for the better performances, for the better undertakings. That's always there. Now come to your own sharira. That's also part of our life. It has to be taken care. It should be minded. It should be kept healthy. How can it be neglected? We have to be very conscious about our sharira, its nature, what it wants or requires, sorry, the food, etc. What it doesn't, what do you call, accept. याद रख के पूरा समझ कर एग्जैक्टली एवरी डे थ्रू आउट लाइफ correct food, correct quantity, correct timings, correct quality of the food we should supply to ourselves, so that never we lack immunity, never we lack energy. All the time we are strong enough and no disease at all. It's our kartavya. If we are intellectual, we can do that. But you see, in all these aspects so far mentioned, how much vague, how much accidental, how much abrupt we are, unplanned we are, immature we are in our living. Buddhu. And that's why, because of the non information, we keep on committing mistakes. There's regret, feel guilty inside, failures outside, and get insulted by others too. Right, friends? Then comes the higher things of our senses. They also have to be mastered, managed, and taken care. More important is our own mind, isn't it? It is my mind. It has to be fully brought into my control. Every thought, every emotion, every response I do to this world should happen with my total alert recognition. Not even one thought is passing, one emotion is passing, one expression outside is passing without my permission. Again, that I have to regret why this thought has come, why this emotion has come, why that upsurge I could not control and I expressed it at wrong time in wrong place. And see, the world is laughing at me again. Isn't it? That should never happen. Be alert absolutely at the mind level all the time in every situation, so that the emotions are properly checked and proper everything. Which emotion is required at what time? We should be able to alert with calmness, with balance. More important is now the next one, the intellect. Our intellect should be sharp, should be alert, should be subtle, full of its knowledge, authentic knowledge. हाँ हमेशा तैयार होना है. So that not only these routine we are thorough about, but at every moment when the situation demands me to think, to decide, to execute, I should never lack the information. I should never lack the clarity. Isn't it? Every moment in life, not only what we want to do, we have to do, many occasions, situations come, especially with the people. What time, who behaves in which way, we don't know. The intellect has to be very alert, should assess the situation in many micro moments and respond properly. And the outcome is what? First and foremost, the situation should be saved. Second, the person outside should not be hurt or troubled. Third is, I also have to be safe and secured. These three should be the criteria to think and to decide at every moment. Like, life is such a funny one. When you are traveling somewhere, let us say, people around don't know you. Why should they know? So they may talk anything to you, or they may put their baggage somewhere which you don't like or it is disturbing to you. So how you respond at that time with your intellect. So too sometimes people take us for granted and they become angry with us. They find fault with us. वाकई कभी गलती हुआ भी होगा या most of the time what happens when we are with the people, their bent of mind is different, their outlook is different, their nature is different, their priorities are different, their bringing up is different. So to ours, absolutely not necessary that every time they match, है ना. अब 50 साल पत्नी के साथ रहकर भी हर चीज में हर बार मैच नहीं होता. Then how can it match with the people, है ना? Because totally different world, है ना? उनका हमारा. So at that time you have to very alert and first understand. कि उनका हमारा मैच नहीं हो रहा है. So let me be calm, quite alert. Let me not react. So this is what he said. When he said this is what is in his mind. His attitude is this, his intention is this, he expects this. So, okay, let me save the situation. So, first and foremost, maintain the cool. Never say, no, you are wrong. You say, yes, you are right. Yes, it has to be done like that. It's my mistake. Now I'm rectifying. Thank you for reminding me. Isn't it? Or if you are right, you say, yes, you may be right, but this is also another way of doing it. This is how it suits me. Hope it doesn't disturb you. You know, in that language, in that tone and tune, in that response, there should be always cordialness. There's no revenge, there's no fighting, there's no hurting others, there's no defeating others, not even getting, feeling the feeling the sense of humiliation, insult, etc. होता है वो, ego gets hurt and all that. But be mindful, be aware, because no situation is permanent in life. All the time, our peace of mind is more sacred than anything. Bigger than the biggest person we may be in the world. But some situations happen wherein it is very humiliating. It can be very disturbing too. But how do we respond? Anyway, we are disturbed. Should we disturb others also? Then it's not a dignity. Like yesterday we saw, we are not here to fight with others, to defeat others, to take vengeance, etc. They are the lakshanas of the Pakka sannyasi. Pakka samsari, not a sadhaka. Not a sadhaka. Sorry. We are sadhakas. हमारा तो अलग ही अंदाज होना है. So prepare mentally in advance that I love you all, the people whom I am going to meet today and throughout the life. And I am selfless with you. And I try my best to understand you, accept you. And from my side, I try to respond in a best manner. In advance only, wherever I am not able to tune to you, I ask for forgiveness. I always focus on my improved edition only. From you, I won't expect anything. If you do well, it's your maturity. See that when I prepare like this and go joyfully in advance to the people, greet and don't be overconfident also, don't take others also for granted. See their response. And to the situation, whatever is required, only that minimum is spoken. Give a smile, that should be enough. Let us not take extra initiative also because people may not like it. Isn't it? This is how in a dignified manner. And when somebody asks by themselves taking initiative, respect that person, value that person. Same time, protect yourself too. If that person is interaction, that subject matter is worthy, then respond. Or else escape it by expressing the ignorance or by saying that is interestedness. See that? See, we have to protect ourselves too. We have to protect the other person. We have to protect the situation there. गड़बड़ नहीं होना चाहिए ना. लाइक किसी के साथ आप प्रोग्राम में ट्रैवल में जा रहे हो, अब लड़ाई झगड़ा करके बीच में प्रोग्राम छोड़ दिया तो होता है कि नहीं. दैट्स कॉल्ड सेविंग द सिचुएशन. We should know okay, small little things keep happening in life. They should not affect the bigger aims, bigger goals. Keeping that in mind, small little things, even they also have their own value. Keep on managing. Life is only to manage. One common thing is what? Nothing for you and a spiritual seeker outside is so important that we value it, we disturb ourselves, we disturb others too. चल ठीक है, माफी मांगो, चलता है, यू आर राइट कहो, कोई बात नहीं, है ना. आफ्टर ऑल नो पर्सन इज करेक्ट, नो थिंग इज करेक्ट परमानेंटली. होल वर्ल्ड इटसेल्फ इज मिथ्या. आप क्या बोलते हो? ब्रह्म सत्यम जगन मिथ्या. yesterday only we saw, isn't it? From our side तो हमेशा what shastra says, what is dharma, exactly that alone we will express. Our behavior has no fallacy, no what you call shortcomings at all. From our side we perfectly express. Mhm. We will be perfect in all our aspects from our side. But when the world comes in whatever the way, have that knack, have that wisdom, have that maturity, have that goodwill, have that love, have that concern for the other person while responding, and win yourself at every moment, not winning the world outside. This should be the way. Right, friends? And then the last but not the least is what? In and through all these happenings, doings, never forget our own spiritual goal. Our regular studies, our regular classes, our regular upasanas, our regular contemplations, our regular stotras, prayers, our regular meditations, wherever we are, let us plan well not to compromise with them. This is our main goal. First of all, we will not go anywhere if we are true, serious, sincere seekers. Yet, whenever we need to go there, we have to prepare well in advance, not to compromise with other things. So, in this way, respectfully, valuing everyone, commanding ourselves in the mood of service to all, in the mood of love to all, when we live life, I think it will be always better and there will be fulfillment. And such many things in life you have to keep on learning through experiences every day, and there's no end to the maturity, there's no end to the learnings. Only a part and parcel of that we have seen. And the levels also are there with higher and higher and higher levels of responding to the word. Highest response, how do we respond? The ultimate level. So may all these informations, knowledges click to us. With these few things, now let us enter into our Upanishadic Adhyanam. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Munaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavaditamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, Om Sharashibhyo Mahadbhyo, Namo Gurubhyah, Yairime Gurubi Purvam, Padavakya Pramanatah, व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानाम् ॐ येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् ॐ सुकृते निकृते बहुधा भवतो ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्ति सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगति धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयः राममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुघ्ननिर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च शाश्वतरूपेण वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्कर भाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थ वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम् ओम पारायणार्थे प्रथमोऽध्यायः फर्स्ट चैप्टर पारायणम फ्रेंड्स ब्यूटिफुल mantras starting from 11 to 15 ॐ ज्ञात्वा देवं सर्वपाशापहानिः क्षीणैः क्लेशैः जन्म मृत्युप्रहाणिः तस्याभिध्यानात् तृतीयं देहभेदे विश्वैश्वर्यं केवल आप्तकामः एतज्ज्ञेयं नित्यमेवात्मसंस्थं नातः परं वेदितव्यं हि किञ्चित् भोक्ता भोग्यं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा सर्वं प्रोक्तं त्रिविधं ब्रह्ममेतत् वह्नेर्यथा योनिगतस्य मूर्तिः न दृश्यते नैव च लिङ्गनाशः स भूय एवेन्धनयोनिगृह्यः तद्वोभयं वै प्रणवेन देहे स्वदेहमरणिं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं ध्याननिर्मथनाभ्यासात् देवं पश्येन्निगूढवत् तिलेषु तैलं ददनीव सर्पिः आवः स्रोतः स्वर्णेषु चाग्निः एवमात्मात्मनि गृह्यतेऽसौ सत्येनैनं तपसा योऽनुपश्यते सर्वव्यापिनमात्मानं क्षीरे सर्पिरिवार्पितम् आत्मविद्यातपोमूलं तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परम् इति प्रथमोऽध्यायः. Wonderful. Now friends, let us do our 18th mantra, second portion, Adhenam. Bhashyam. What we are doing is, with the help of Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankara's Bhashya, Upanishads, every word, every sentence, every shloka, we are trying to intellectually understand and digest, and through that see what our Rishi Munis have recommended to us as the ultimate goal to be reached and the sadhanas to be practiced along with our qualifications and preparations. There should be no doubt regarding why we are seated every day here. And as we know, because of our own mind and intellect status today, our study depends on this status of the mind, whether it is effective or not. But every day, our effort definitely will qualify us, equip us to deeply understand what is said by these great rishis. And it is so awesome, so beautiful what they are indicating to us as the goal and means. If it clicks to us, we'll just thank them and live life accordingly and reach out to the ultimate. Fourth chapter, the 18th mantra. Let us do the chanting of it. Om Yada Tamastanna Divanaratrihi Nasanna Chasan Shiva Eva Kevalaha Tadaksharam Tat Saviturvarenyam Prajna Cha Tasmat Prasruta Purani Yada Tamastanna Divanaratrihi Nasanna Chasan Shiva Eva Kevalaha तदक्षरं तत् सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी. So here, yada atamaha, that is the state we have to reach to. When we reach to that stage, whether we reached or not, how do we know? These are the seeings there. These are the saints. Na diva, na ratrihi, na san, na asan. All these intellectual concepts are transcended. And that state, which is atamasthiti, in other words in the Upanishads, is called as tad aksharam. Okay? And that state of the imperishable akshara tattva is what is. Again, as an example, seen in this the Paramatma Surya and his Kanti. That's what I said here. Tat Savitur Varenyam. Okay? And that we attend to. From that Paramatma Tattva only, for all the jivas, through the Guru Parampara, that prajna, the intellectual ability to realize that Paramatma is getting on passed on. So therefore, from this last line you go back, that prajna which is coming to us through the Guru Parampara, let us learn that prajna. Let us gain that prajna from that parampara and realize that Akshara Paramatma. When that Akshara Paramatma is realized, there is no tamaha, ignorance, there is no ignorance born, any concepts which bind us. Examples are Diva, Ratri, Sad and Asat. Diva, Ratri means the time concept. Sad and Asat is the object concept. Naturally, space. So, Desha Kala Vastu kalpanas, which are taken by us as real, they are no more binding us because we rise above them, because we have realized the substratum of them, the Akshara Tattva. That's the meaning of it. Therefore, the Purani Prajna, which is Prasruta, you learn that Prajna through the Guru Parampara, through the Shastra Adhyayana Ityad. Then reach to that Akshara Tattva. That Akshara Tattva alone is everywhere there. An example is, it is that Akshara Tattva's Shakti only is there in that Adhisthana of this Aditya Surya Bhagavan. So what we see is Surya, who is giving so much light and heat and enlivening the entire life, entire world. That Surya Adhisthana Devata is there. In that Adhisthana, Surya Adhisthana Devata, the Atman, the Brahman is the Akshara Purusha only. So right from that Surya Bhagavan up to everything in the world is the expression of that divinity only, we have to realize. That's what I said yesterday. Upanishadic mantras are so mystical that you have to fill so many gaps in between to understand. That's how the Gita is the explanation of the Upanishads in many occasions. This is one of the occasions. Like suddenly from nowhere, why Aditya Bhagavan is brought? Here it's an example to say that in the Aditya, whatever the light and heat is seen, because of which the whole world is illuminated or enlivened, he is from that Akshara Purusha only. Because of him only there is Diva. As if when Surya sets down, there is the Ratri. And when the Surya is there, the whole world appears for us to be Sat, seen, existing. When the Surya goes the other side, we can't say anything. Everything appears to be Asat, not remaining. You understood? So the Sat, Asat, as well as what you call Diva, Ratri, all of them are concepts expressed in the phenomenal world. But the reality is the Shiva Swarupa Tattva, reality is the Akshara Tattva, etc. Now, when we refer to Gita, if you see in Gita 15th chapter, in the beginning slokas only, having told about this Vriksha, Samsara Vriksha, then having told about the Paramatma, the substratum, then we are given the Upasana, or we are given the training to recognize the presence of Paramatma, starting from Lord Surya, step by step, up to the Lord present in our own heart. If you refer to that Gita shloka and see this, you will be able to understand. So there it is said, Yadadityagatam tejaha jagad bhasete akilam. Then yat chandramasi yachagnav tat tejo vidhi mamakam. It is my own tejas. My means Krishna means the Brahman. Then Gamavish Bhutani Dharayamyaham Ojasa Pushnamicha Oshadi Sarvaha Somo Bhutva Rasatmakaha Fir Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashrita Pranapana Samayuktaha Pajamyanam Chadridam. The most beautiful in his next one, the 15th sloka, Sarvasya Chaham Hrudi Sannivishta. From me only Mattaha Smrutihi Jnanam Apohanam. See, Nasanna Chasan. Vedesha sarvaihi ahameva vedyaha vedanta krut vedavideva chaham. So beautiful it is. So okay, the meaning of this mantra is what? Yada atamaha, at that time, na diva na ratri, na sat na asat, kevala shiva tattva is there. That itself is akshara tattva. That akshara tattva alone is expressing right from the Surya Bhagwan's Kanti onwards as everything else. Next, to realize that Paramatma Tattva, the prajna is required. That prajna from that Paramatma only through the Shastra and Guru Parampara is going on coming. Even in your own lifetime, around you also, there are the Gurus who are teaching us this Atma Prajna, Brahma Prajna through the Upanishads. So go there, gain that Prajna, realize that Shiva Akshara Tattva and play in the play of Sadharana Asata, Diva and Ratri and Surya Kanti and absence of it. This is how the beauty of this mantra, completeness of this mantra. Now we have to study this with the Bhashyam. Half of it we have seen. Yada iti. Now we are studying this mantra with Bhashya. Quickly we go through what I have seen. Then we have to see the next portion. It is said Yada. Yada means Yasyam avasthayam. Yasyam avasthayam means that state of being. Natamaha. There is no tamaha. Tama is transcended. Huh? Na tamaha asya iti atamaha. So when one transcends the tamasthiti, ajnana sthiti, how it is done, sir? Tattvamadi vakya janya jnanena deepasthaniyena dagdha avidya tatkarya rupa tamaha tamaskatvat tada. So yada goes always with tada. Yada means when this condition happens, tada it results in so and so. So when by going to the Guru, surrendering to him and serving him, pleasing him, and getting taught Mahavakya Tattvamasi from him, by him, and when we do the contemplation on the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, then what will happen? Jnana will come. Tattva Jnana will come. Atma Jnana will come. It is like the Deepa. Deepa Sthaniyena. When the Jnana comes, like any Deepa lit, it removes the darkness. So too, when through Tattvamasi Mahavakya Shodhana, when that Asi, I am that Brahman, that Jnana Deepa is Prajwalita, it results in what? In the destruction of what? Dagda Avidya Tat Karya Rupa Tamaskatvat. Avidya and its Karya are the tamas that gets burnt or eliminated when through Tattvamasi Mahavakya, the Jnana Deepa Prajwalanam, when we do in our hearts. Tatkale, when that self is realized, then na diva aropopi nasti, na ratrihi tad aropopi nasti. So neither the concept of day nor the concept of night. The day and night are times. So therefore all the time concept is transcended. So too नास्ति इति सर्वत्र अनुषंगः नास्ति शब्द हर जगह पे ऐड कर लो न सन सत्ता आरोपोपि न असन अभाव आरोपोपि. Even the concept of some name and form and the absence of that name and form is also a concept. Even that also will not be there. So when that Brahman is realized, the concept of time, the concept of objectivity is transcended. Do you mean to say, therefore, everything is a void? That's what is the beautiful discussion. Tarhi tattvam sarvatra shunyameva jatam. Then the essence appears to be or happens to be shunyam only. Iti Bauddha mata avishesham ashankya. Then what Bauddhas have said about Shunyavada? What you said, our Rishi, oh Guru, वो भी ऐसा ही लग रहा है. Is it that Shunya as they say so? No, 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 no. To say that what is said here is not similar to that of this Shunyavada, the word said is, next one is Shiva Eva Kevalaha. So Atamaha, when we reach out through Tattvamasi Mahavakya, at that stage, when it is said, there is no Diva, there is no Ratri, there is no Sada, there is no Asata, it doesn't mean it is Shunya. Then what? It is Purna. It is the most auspicious state of conscious self there. As we discussed yesterday, when I am sent to a room by somebody asking, Udhar koi hai dekho, and I say, koi nahi hai. Shunya. So when I say koi nahi hai, it includes koi nahi hai without me, other than me. So you cannot say koi nahi hai because you are there. But koi object nahi hai, koi other than me nahi hai. That's the meaning. So therefore, there is nothing means there is nothing other than Brahman. Brahman is there. That Brahman here is said as Shivaha. That is the next portion of the Bhashya. मंत्र का भाष्य यहाँ है. सेकंड पोर्शन ऑफ मंत्र का भाष्य कि तर्हि तत्वं सर्वत्र शून्यमेव जातम् इति बौद्ध मत अविशेषम आशंक्य आह शिव एव इति. अरे भैया ऐसा नहीं है, शिव स्वरूपता है वहां. So Shiva eva. What do you mean by Shiva eva? Shiva means Shuddha Swabhavaha. Shiva means Shuddha Swabhavaha. The pure self, which is never projected on it any of the not self of drashta drishya. So drashta drishya aropana rahita swaswarupa alone is there. Shiva means shuddha swarupaha, shuddha swabhavaha. Eva and kevala, the words also are there na, in the mantra. So na shunyamiti, that eva shabda is a nipata, the particle used to say that na shunyam. Shiva eva means Shuddha Swabhava is there, not Shunyam. That Nipata, the eva is used to say that Shunyam is not there, that Shivatva is there. So, Shiva eva, this word is explained. Shiva means Shuddha Swabhavaha. Why the word eva is used? Na Shunyam iti. That Nipata eva ka artha hai na Shunyam, Shiva Swarupa. Now, what is Kevalaha? Kevalaha means Kevalaha avidya vikalpa shunyaha. The pure self in its pristine glory is there, not like the earlier, where the self is not known, called as avidya. From there, the vikalpa came out of the drashta drishya. So, the vikalpa is drashta and drishya. Those vikalpas are projected because of what? Avidya. So when the avidya is not there, the vikalpa are not there. Therefore, the vikalpa rahita because avidya rahita. Pure Atma Anubhava alone is there. That Atma Anubhava, no avidya, no vikalpa. That explanation is explained by the word Kevala. So Shiva eva Kevala. Shiva is Shuddha Swabhavaha. Evaha no Shunyaha. Kevalaha means no avidya and no the kalpana further out of avidya. So केवलः अविद्या विकल्प शून्य. सी देखो एक एक शब्द को भाष्यकार कितना प्यार से एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं. उतने ही प्यार से we have to patiently study. That's called as study. So therefore yada atamaha, when the tamas darkness is destroyed, how? By the jnana deepa prachvarana. विच ज्ञान दीप? तत्वमसि महावाक्य शोधन से जो हम ब्रह्मास्मि ज्ञान दीप होता है वो. When that happens, then avidya tatkarya goes away. Tada, at that time, there is no diva, there is no ratri, no sad, no asat. Does it mean that everything is shunya? No. Then what? Shiva eva kevala. What do you mean by Shiva? Shuddha atma swabhavaha. Eva means what? Not shunyam. Kevalaha means what? Avidya tat vikalpa rahityam. Kevala is equal to avidya vikalpa shunya. Second line is stands explained. Now third line. Tad aksharam tat saviturvarenyam prajna cha tasmat prasruta purani. This we have to understand. So what is the tad aksharam? Tad aksharam. That word is explained. First, tad means ukta swarupam. That pure conscious self which is being discussed so far. That means Ukta Atma Swarupa Paramatma. What do you mean by Aksharam? Naksharati iti Aksharam. Aksharam. A means na. Sharati. Naksharati iti Aksharam. What do you mean by Naksharati Aksharam? Nityam. So therefore Tad means Ukta Swarupam. Aksharam means Naksharati Nityam. So Tadaksharam. Again Tat word came. Tat Savituhu Varenyam. What is Tat here? Tat means Tatpada Laksham. In the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, the Lakshya Artha of the Tatpada. Tatpada Laksham. Then Savituhu Varenyam means what? Savituhu Aditya Mandala Abhimaninaha. Savita. Who is the Savita? The entire Aditya Mandala Abhimani Devata. Varenyam Sambhajaniyam. The one, the Aditya Mandala Abhimani Devata, he is to be worshipped, he is to be served, he is to be praised because his Aditya, his Mandala, is Kanti, so resplendent, so bright, so beautiful that it is illuminating and illuminating all the three worlds. Suddenly, why this topic came? The topic is what? Even that Aditya, with all his light and heat, illuminating all these worlds because of that Paramatma Tattva only. And that Paramatma Tattva, to realize it, be attentive. We need the prajna. Having that prajna behind, that Surya Bhagavan is illuminating all the world. So illuminating the world outside is expression, but knowing that he is that Brahman is the inner experience. So that prajna from that Brahma Tattva through all the Rishi Muni Parampara is eternally available for us to realize. That's the meaning of Tat Savitu Varenyam Prajna Cha Tasmat Prasruta Purani. From the time immemorial, that prajna, that intellectual understanding about the presence of the reality and the way to realize that reality, the guidance are keeping on passing on. And by saying this, what is Shwethashwathara Rishi saying is what I said so far. In every of the mantra, guiding you about the nature of reality, meditation, realization of it, the consequence of it. And what I am going to say in the future shlokas, all of that I received from my Guru from my Guru. In that way, from the beginning, from the Paramatma Tattva only, that prajna is keeping on being passed on. One example of Savita. Savita got taught this knowledge by his own Guru. Okay. Then Savita established in his self inside, outside, allowing that self to express as this Kanti and light or heat and light with which he is illuminating the world. This again in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter. Bhagavan starts only with Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam. Vivasvan Manave Praha Manurikshva Kave Abravit. This beautiful Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga combination I only taught to Bhagavan Surya in the beginning. Bhagavan says. And Surya taught it to his Manu. Manu taught to Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku taught to his generation next. Arjuna asks, how come you are born just now? Surya is there right from the beginning of creation. How did he teach him? Then Bhagavan gives the Rahasya of his avatara, says that I know you and me and all our lives you don't know. I am that the self who takes avatara whenever dharma glani happens, whenever the dushtas trouble the shishta, to do the dushta shikshana, shishta rakshana, I take avatara. That topic maybe Bhagavan says, I taught this jnana to Surya Bhagavan. Imam vivasvate yogam. Imam yogam vivasvate aham proktavan. Imam avyayam yogam. So what is this here therefore? The prajna is the thing to be underlined. The prajna is intellectual understanding as well as the experience of that absolute reality. The teaching of that is coming from parampara. You and I are suggested by this rishi to go and listen, or that's what I taught you, that is what you understand and practice. So that 2-3 lines. Tad aksharam, tad ukta swarupam, naksharatiti nityam, tat padalaksham, savituhu aditya mandala abhimaninaha varenyam sambhajaniyam. Prajna. What is prajna? Guru upadeshat tatvamadi vakyaja buddhihi. Chakara eva karartaha. तस्मात् शुद्धत्व हेतोः प्रसृता नित्य विवेकादिमत्सु संन्यासिषु व्याप्ता पूर्णत्व आकारेण पुराणी ब्रह्मांडम आरभ्य परंपरया प्राप्त अनादि सिद्धा. तो फ्रॉम द ब्रह्मदेवा फ्रॉम परंपरा से continuously this prajna about the self is being spoken about. Now these 5-6 lines consciously carefully word by word we have due to study. We will study it in our next class. Thank you. We'll stop here. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Namaha. Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. That's great, friends. Thank you.